Hey guys, thanks for clicking. I really appreciate that. Today we are gonna do a little tree cleanup. Tree already fell down, dead tree, so it's in the yard back here. We're going to clean it up, we'll chop it up. We have our grapple and we have potentially another dead tree. I don't know because where it's leaning, if we're gonna cut it or not. So we'll take a look at that too. Let's see what we got. Here's a dead tree, uprooted and everything, so we don't have to worry about the stump. She's pretty dead. I don't know if there's even any savable wood out of this one because it looks pretty cracked over there. It looks pretty rotted, so I think a lot of this is gonna go into the woods. She made a big old mess into the middle of the yard. Have our nifty little wagon, which is great because I don't know if you can see how far away the truck is, way out there. So we usually bring our little wagon, which is awesome because we put all our saws and stuff in here. And then we have our John Deere, we have our grapple on there, which is great for picking up big pieces. And we have the flail if we need to clear out some of this. So customer said we can use the woods back here to put this away, so that's great. We're gonna clear out a path so we can get it way back there. That's where we have the tractor. And then there's that big, ugly, dead tree, which has a pretty good lean towards the back, but there's a fence probably about 15 or 20 feet back. And if I drop this tree with the way that it's leaning, it's gonna go right over that fence. So I'm skeptical. I don't know if I want to even touch it because number one, it's dead and scary. Number two, it's leaning toward the woods. So I'm almost kind of like, let it drop where it's gonna drop when it's gonna drop. Here's another angle of the lean. I don't really like to cut dead trees because they're dangerous, unpredictable. And you know, we're not really an arborist company. We do cleanups, you know, like this big branch over here, we'll cut that, clean that up, that dead tree. This one, I don't know. So we're gonna clean up around there, make a path, and then we'll go. Tractor. This thing is just a beast in the way we have it set up with the grapple, and it does a great job. So we cleared out quite a bit of an area here, and now we can bring big lengths of that tree down into the woods there, and then way down into this area there. So they're way past the property line. Push this one down, but I think I need to hit it with the saw. And I made some room around this one. I don't know if we're gonna do that today, like I said before, but at least I have some room around it where if I am gonna cut it, I can get to it now and feel more confident instead of trying to dance around all those vines and stuff. If I have to pull this thing out of here, but. So now I'm gonna bust out the little saw. I apologize, I forgot my tripod. So what I did is I cut them all up into like 8 or 10 foot sections, here and here and here. So now it's easy for me to just come in with the grapple and pick up these pieces just like that, instead of cutting up a bunch of small pieces and having to pick them up by hand. So that's the next game.
I really can't express how much better life is with a tractor. You're doing this kind of work and doing these tree cleanups, it saves you so much physical labor, you know. And let's face it, I'm not getting any younger, so being able to do this job the way we have the machine set up, it's just amazing. It really helps out, and it's fun. It actually is fun to operate that thing.
I got the last little bit here. I tried to grab it all at once, but it's a little too heavy and probably still partially stuck in the ground here. So I got the big saw out and I'm gonna take a slice out of that, and then I should be able to move that bulb pretty easily. So let's give it a go.
Another reason we always bring the flail mower, because it weighs probably 600 something pounds and it's a great counterweight. So the customer decided they wanted us to drop that tree. Like I said earlier, I don't like to do these kind of things because dead trees are just so unpredictable. There's so many things that can happen. They can crack, they can just fall apart into pieces, it could kick back at you. Again, I am definitely not an arborist, but I have been around chainsaws and trees my entire life, and I'm really being as careful as possible, cutting in a little bit at a time. But like I said, if you are not comfortable doing stuff like this, just don't do it. Stay away from it. Let the professionals handle it.
It's going!
I really wasn't happy with it staying on the stump like that. Probably could have cut into it a little farther, but like I said, I wanted to get away from that tree as soon as possible. And we had the machine anyway, so we just knocked it off the stump, and I felt better about it.
And there it is, folks. Done, cleaned up. We put all his equipment back under. There was a tarp, so we covered it back up for him. Pushed everything back. And then we ran the flail, which, you know, it's not really a dirt leveler, but it took down all of this stuff. And there's a big roller on the back of the flail mower, so it kind of smoothed out the area where the stump was. Didn't have the bucket because we had the grapple, but it came out pretty nice, I think. Now the tree did not really land the way we wanted it to, but this was kind of a knock it down quickie job. I would have liked it to going down, but there was another dead tree behind it. We did pull it down with the rope, so at least it's not gonna fall off the stump. But for what we got paid to do that, that's where it's staying. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Another adventure here at Kelly's lawn service, tree service, excavating. I don't know, I think we do it all now. But anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.